Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So today I am going to be covering a Bloodhound nerf that is currently in place. It's an accidental bug, but it is currently affecting the small tactical gameplay of using Bloodhound. And second of all, we're going to be covering a whole bunch of hidden updates that were brought out in patch 3.1. These are the little things that they don't tell you about. They can be things you might already know, but there's definitely going to be some secret ones that you didn't know about, especially going to help that gameplay. Now, basically with Bloodhound, I put out a post yesterday in my community feed explaining who you wanted to pick for the next Apex Legends guide. I had Bangalore, Gibraltar, Wraith and Mirage, and you guys all voted for, well, 40% of you voted for Wraith. Now, just to let you know, I am going to follow the votes. I know there was a lot of comments asking for Mirage and other Legends, and 100% I will do all of them. The reason it's taken me so long to get onto the next one is because I did a lot of the easy characters first. Doing Bloodhound like you requested next, I was actually waiting for an LTM like duos or solos where it's easier to get those clean clips, where instead on normal squads and I have to 1v3 it sometimes, it can be very difficult to get clean footage for these guides. But then duos came out and I was really excited to get on with this Bloodhound guide for everyone, and basically I found out in the Apex Trello update, this is where all the devs say what's coming in future patches, little things that they don't really publicly have to declare because it's just minor little fixes, things like that. It actually says Bloodhound's clues aren't working properly because there's supposed to be a numbered timer that comes up next to the little like loading bar that counts down. Now, this was in the first couple seasons. It's been bugged for God knows how long. I can't even remember the last time I saw it. So until that gets patched, I'm going to hold off on the Bloodhound Advanced Guide. So we're going to do Wraith as suggested. I'm really sorry that Bloodhound hasn't been brought out sooner. But moving on with all of the secret updates that were brought out in patch 3.1, let me know if you've noticed any little changes as well. But number one, the train now spawns gold weapons. You may have noticed this. I'm guessing quite a few of you have, but a lot of you that aren't keen on the hot drops may not realize the train does now spawn gold weapons, especially that last supply bin at the very end. That seems to have the highest chance of legendary and purple armor type loot. Now, number two, survey beacons now randomized. So each game, you might notice that the survey beacons have been changing locations in the same area. So essentially they've now got multiple spawns in the same location and they can change from one game to another. Just keep that in mind. I think it's just one of those like little aspects they've put in to make the game a little bit different each time instead of continuously going to that same survey beacon over and over and over. Now, number three, the supply bins have been removed from the tree, and these are two specific ones that you could find over against the cliff on the left side. Now, all of that corner, the only reason you'd go over there was for those two supply bins. So now they're gone. No need to go over there unless you got someone hiding. But they have added a supply bin further around to the left where you can actually find a big blue like tank looking vehicle. I'm not quite sure what they're called. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, they've added a supply bin to the back end of that. Now, number four, they've also removed 6 supply bins from Fuel Depot. You had those two like helipad areas and you would find 3 supply bins on each of them. They have now been removed. Defensiveness on top of those pads is extremely non-existent, and they have added floor loot in replace of the supply bin. So there is loot up there even though you can't see any objects or anything up there. Now, number 5, you can go into your friends list and you can actually see how long people have been in a match for. So if they've only been in there for 5 minutes, you know you don't need to wait 15-20 minutes before they might finally leave the match. So you can carry on. If they've been in there for like 15-20 minutes, you know you only have a few minutes to wait and you can send them an invite. It also shows you if they are in a full squad. This is brilliant because a lot of times you'd spend your time waiting and and then they'd be like, sorry bud, I'm in a full squad. It just makes the whole experience a lot more efficient. Now number 6, something you've probably all been noticing, is knockdown shields now dome further around the players. Be warned, I think this is mainly a visual effect and less an actual bullet physical effect, because when you actually are knocked and you hold the shield yourself, you can still see the edge like normal, so I think that's the real physical shield, and then like the visual is just where it like has that ziggly line where it domes further around. It is a really cool visual effect though. Number 7 is the drones now turn. So you'll notice that the drones now turn as they go around corners and go up and down. So this one, I assume, was added to make it more realistic, like a motorbike turning as it goes around corners, things like that. But it also makes it easier to shoot. A lot of times the drone would fly like directly straight, and when it was above you, you just couldn't shoot the drone because of that giant ball in the way. Now as it's turning, you have easier access line of sight. Now probably the most favourite update of all on this list for me is number 8, Legends placed abilities now stay after they're eliminated and they've left the match. So say for instance you find a Watson team, they've got a brilliant setup, she's got her ultimate out, and you're like, I want that. You can go in, eliminate them, and all of her traps and her ultimate will stay there even after she's been eliminated and has left the match. Warning, you do need to be careful, because when you've just eliminated a caustic, this does mean that all of their caustic gas clouds that are going off are still going to poison you, and like before, they used to just disappear instantly as soon as they would leave. Now number 9, a little famous spot at the back of the map at the very north, you could find a rock that you could hide in, but it would protect you from bullets. This now has been completely removed, so you can get in the corner, but there's no like invisible wall. And this brings us also on to number 10. They've patched some hiding spots. A lot of you that watch most of my videos, you'll see I put out some hiding spots videos here and there to raise more map awareness. Now they've patched some of those hiding spots from the tree, so some of the more OP ones, not all of them. And then if you go over to the train yard, there used to be this spot where you could get up to like near the very top, and it kind of, you weren't supposed to. So they've patched that. They put an out of bounds timer there now, so you can still go up there, but only for 30 seconds before you have to go down. So again, you can still use it for a quick hill spot. But other than that, as I said, let me know if you noticed any little hidden updates. But like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.